Hey, real quick video, hopefully, because I'm actually in the middle of redoing rookie ranks and I've been planning out a few other video topics, but I said something offhand in Discord the other day and it's just played in the back of my head over and over again and different things keep bringing it up. So, there's a player in Dynasty at wide receiver that you should really trade for with a mid to late second round pick. Now, every trade is said in a vacuum. But this is YouTube, so I don't want to get too deep into that. Like, if there's a running back falling down into the late second round, and you have one of those late second round picks, maybe think about it. If your team thoroughly sucks and you need maybe a boat because maybe they can be worth a first later, okay, I get it. But your late second round pick, if you're in any way invested in starting a roster next year, not just to win, but yes, also if you're going to win, but just if you like playing fantasy and want to start your roster and feel better about starting your roster next year than you will otherwise if you just use your late second round pick, you really need to trade it for Tyler Lockett. A second round pick is basically a flyer shot. It's not even really just a maybe a boat. It's a maybe I'll get something that looks like a boat for a little while. Now, yes, we hit players in the second round and the third round, but not just on average. Realistically, you're not. And while I was re-racking my rookies and looking at my late second round, and I was really thirsting of, where can I fit Khalil Shakir in here? And can I maybe squeeze up the new Baltimore tight end into this range? Because I'm really interested in the fact that team wants to really focus on the tight end position again, and Marcus Brown has gone. And it just hit me again. I could have Tyler Lockett. Like, why don't you want Tyler Lockett? The guys he comps to at this point in his career, not for his career proper, but at this point in his career, he comps well to Doug Baldwin. No surprises there. Robert Woods, Adam Thielen, even Manuel Sanders. These guys are not, and that's using about 17 different stats, by the way, that I used a comp based on career year and previous performance. Let's not get into the comp table right now. But they're not guys that age badly, that we suddenly expect to go off a cliff. I know Tyler Lockett's a fast guy who is athletic at the combine, and he can do those things, and he's been doing those things with Russell Wilson while playing a heavy slot role. He has a 48% slot rate. That's above average for a top 12 wide receiver, and he's been a top 12 wide receiver. He's got like 4 to 6 top 36 seasons. Everyone on that list had at least one other top 36 season in them. And for your late second round pick, again, not in terms of he's going to be top 12, of course not. Not because DK Metcalf is all muscle and no value. You don't even have to take DK Metcalf, or not like DK Metcalf, for this take. Or be really invested in Drew Lock. It costs a late second round pick. Like, if you have a late second round pick and you're at all interested in starting a roster next year at all, like, you just look forward to that. Not you're even trying to win. You just like starting a roster weekly and being involved in the game. Tyler Lockett's going to be a better option than most things you can get for your late second round pick, unless you're putting in a bundle to trade up and tier up another player, yes. But your late second round pick by itself, Tyler Lockett's by far the best thing you can get for that value for your roster next year. He's 29, he'll be 30, we're not talking, and if he scores better, he'll improve. No, he also won't be dead after he's 30, by the way. Yeah, he's had an ideal situation, now he has a terrible situation. We should probably expect less than we've seen recently, but he's had 100 targets the last 3 years while playing with DK Metcalf. He's still playing with DK Metcalf. Drew Lock is definitely a regression candidate for the team proper, but Tyler Lockett's still going to get a really good target share for whatever those targets are worth, and he's going to be startable significantly week over week, and people are going to be like, this is why we always tell you to trade for team old guy. So it's not even hard. Like, arguing for team old guy is like, should I give a first round pick for Amari Cooper? Well, it really depends if your team's in competition, because the value's going nowhere. This doesn't matter. If you could have got a good player with your late second round pick, bygones be bygones, because Tyler Lockett will be startable for you next year. He just will be. Like, he's not going to, now not even a top 36 wide receiver. Like, anything can happen. It's reality. It's the future. But there's no reasonable expectation that Tyler Lockett's not going to catch at 50, 60, 70 yards every now and then this year and catch some of those touchdowns. The team's probably going to score some passing touchdowns. Tyler Lockett is a volume guy on that team. He's probably the one who's going to have the best in to catch some of those touchdowns, and we don't really have to break it down. It costs a late second round pick. I can't even tell you what I spent my late second round pick with last year. Neither can you. Yes, you can. I know you literally just quoted it. Stop it. If you are invested in starting a roster next year at all, just trade your late second. If you can't get anything else, you've got nothing else going on, your favorite sleeper in this draft class could well be taken in the third round. Just get Tyler Lockett. Your team will be better. You'll be able to say I traded for a vet and be part of Team Old Guys Don't Suck, and these guys are all younger than me anyway and actually extremely athletic, and so just send it to the Tyler Lockett owner. See if he bites. Maybe he won't. Maybe be like, nah, I watched that video by Pahowdy. Probably not, though, to be honest. So you probably just have Tyler Lockett. It's not going to win you a league, but he could very well be a top 24 wide receiver this year. And if not, probably definitely a top 36 wide receiver. And they are at least flex worthy. And also, he's been a really good player. Every year, he's actually been healthy. And you just try to roster good players. We don't know how many of those there are left in the late second round. But normally, very, very few. So I'm not telling you to avoid your sleeper, although I usually do that, or, no one down there is good. Yeah, a good player is going to be probably found in the second, the third round, the fourth round. Your chances of hitting on them are a lot worse than Tyler Lockett starting at least 6 games for you next year and your team being better for it. So trade your late second round pick for Tyler Lockett. I got so many late players I like in this draft. I'm not telling you there aren't good players there. I can feel your hesitation. That's fine. Don't have to do it. But middle of the season next year, you'll be like, much better to start Tyler Lockett right here. I can almost guarantee it that you won't remember this video by then. Trade for Tyler Lockett. Thanks very much. In Dynasty. Late second round pick. Let's go. Hey, thanks for checking out another video. If you could like, subscribe, comment, that'd all be great. But also check out the rest of the channels and follow my Patreon link to see what I'm up to over there. And the Linktree link, I guess, is going to take you to easy access to my podcast, the articles I'm writing over there at DLF, as well as most of the other things I'm up to. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks very much.